I just want to talk about this because like I've been thinking about it for like a little bit, like just a little bit. This Marvel character, he's not my favorite. Never has been. Like before the MCU. Hell, I guess technically, no, I'll just say before. Before the MCU, I never really cared. Even when like he was introduced into the MCU, I still didn't really care. His movies were meh, except for that last one. Now, with me saying that, you probably can guess who I'm talking about. Thor. Now that man Thor. Before Thor, I didn't really care. I was he's a boring character. He's not all that special. He's not all that interesting. And he's in the MCU, same thing. Until that last movie, where, where he decides to have a personality, essentially. He started cracking more jokes. He had way more like, I guess, character development. And like obviously it didn't just start in that movie, It started in the first one and then it was the second one. But like I guess like my argument or like my thing with Thor as a character, like I would say me personally that Thor arguably maybe not the best character in the MCU ever so far or whatever, but in my eyes he has had the best character development out of all of the MCU characters. Like, cause like from what I could think of, like I guess I could. Nah, that's gonna be a long talk. I don't know I don't know when I think about it, cause like this man, I'm trying to think of like the years of Thor and the movie and all the movies he's been in. Like this man has been through so much shit, right? Like he lost, um, Asgard, right, or at least half of it. He lost his mom. He lost his dad. He lost his brother. And this man, he's been through it. He's been through it, and then we saw it in like Endgame. Like he was distraught. He was done. He gained weight. You know, he was going through it. Like man, like I really fucked up. Like half the universe is gone because of me. My brother's dead. My mom's dead. My dad's dead. Half the Asgard's gone. So it's like damn. But then he like redeems himself, right? And like it like kind of starts with when they go back in time. Spoilers for it's been some time. Y'all should have watched the movie already. Anyway, when they go back in time in Endgame, and like he goes back to like the second movie of Thor before his mom gets killed, and they have that little heartbreak, like a heartwarming conversation, like, oh, son, you're worth it, like don't let it get to you, you're good. And then he tries to summon Mjolnir, and he does. He's like, holy shit, I'm still worthy, like, like again, like I've never really been that big of a fan of Thor, but like he's definitely in my opinion has had the best character development out of all the MCU characters. Like like I was yeah, and just by virtue of that, I would say like he was the most interesting because he has had a real genuine hero's journey. Like he's been through the ups, he's been through the downs, and he's come back swinging every single time. You know, so like yeah, that man Thor, he's something else. He a god. Yeah, that's me with Thor.